Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm trying to test out this green screen setup so I can make it look right for you guys. I just spent like money, like a nice little penny on this camera and everything. So I just went to Home Depot, got this light. So look at that, lights that up like a mouthful. I'm sitting here trying to set this up. I could tell you guys a funny story about me and my hopeless love life. Alright, so long story short, I moved up to Michigan like back in '09, and for the first couple months I stayed up there with my dad, right? You can't see me because the color balance is up. I can fix that. Fix that. Sound like, what's the doctor from Star Trek? Anyway, so I moved up to Michigan and I get introduced to this good friend of mine. She's now a really good friend. Her name was, I can't tell you her name, I don't want everybody to know it. She's top secret like that. Anyway, she's very pretty. She's very pretty, very, very smart, super smart. Blew everybody's mind every time they met her because, you know, she'd start talking and you'd be like, oh man, I didn't know you're that smart because she's that pretty. So like very few times you meet like a very smart, pretty person. She was one of them. She was one of those people. This is the light I bought, by the way. Do you see it? Yeah, it's from Home Depot. $14. Yeah, it's one of those regular little work lights. I'm just trying to figure out landmarks where I would set it up. So, back to the story. Me and her started hanging out because we got introduced to my dad. If you know me or know anything about me, I like really smart people, and I like people just with a personality that just kind of really stands out. Because I'm a Gemini. I flip-flop, man. Like, I try to get into your brain because I really want to know you as a person one-on-one. I want to make sure that the person I'm going to be dating is a genuine, like, nice, great person. So, you know, that's what that is. Now, I don't ask people out. Bree is one of the most shy people you will ever meet, ever. And so I did. I asked her out via Facebook because at the time I was a Facebook pimp. I still am. Me and Facebook are like that. I don't ask girls for their numbers. I just ask for Facebook. There's two reasons for this. I treat girls like business when it comes to this. Like, if I'm going to date you and I get your Facebook, right? It sounds very stalkerish, but whatever. I do research. I'll see if you're crazy or not, because people are crazy nowadays. So I'll see like what type of posts you make, like the first like 3 posts. Usually I can tell the first 3 posts. And then if you are crazy, then I just go ahead and look at your hot friends and see if you have hot friends. Because if you have hot friends, then I'll go ahead and I will keep you around so that my friends, my guy friends, can have somebody that they can try to go after. So, I know we're on Facebook, we're friends. Luckily I met her in person, even though her post wasn't that crazy. But she's super, super into science. So over the course of like 2 weeks or so, I asked her like what would be her dream fantasy date, right? And she was really nerdy. She was really big into biology and chemistry. And so her magical dream date was going to be going to like a park or something with a microscope, getting some samples of like local specimens, and then looking at them underneath the microscope, right? Pretty nerdy. Now, I'm nerdy glasses, so you know, that was perfect. Then on top of it all, she's like one of the biggest Hello Kitty fans like I've ever met ever. Like the little Asian girls over in China and Japan, wherever that stuff's from, she puts them to shame. Like, she has like a Hello Kitty popcorn maker and a Hello Kitty like toast thing. Anyway, that's who I'm messing with here. So the picture is painted for you, right? I work up the gumption. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff assembled. So for like 2 weeks, I'm sitting there and I am collecting all the stuff and finding like a location. I told you, man, I'm like one of the last few guys that are into romanticism. Like, I want the person that dates my daughter to be like, oh, he took me on this date and it was so crazy and da da da. Because I know I'm the type of person, like, if I'm dating somebody, I want them, one, if we do somehow magically break up, but if we do break up, I want them to be dating this next dude and to be like, you don't take me on dates like my ex did. And then right there, I win. Because that guy's gonna be like, who's this other guy? and what type of dates was she, was she going on with this guy? It was me. She was going on dates with Nerdy. Nerdy was taking her out on these very personal dates that kind of dreamed, come true-ish. I get all this stuff, right? Now, if you know me, what you will come to know me, I am one of the most spontaneous people when it comes to doing things. So I got all this stuff planned. I was going to do it. Actually even like wrote her a message, asked her out. She said yes. I had like a date planned, right? Well, I was so frustrated because I hadn't like dated anybody in a while that I went ahead and went to a house party from my buddy right across the street. There's this girl there, this guy and his wife were there, and we're playing Truth or Dare, and then it turned into Truth or Dare strip poker, right? You're gonna see my room, you're gonna see my house because it's setting this up camera. Oh, this girl really liked me, and my friends knew it, but they knew that I was too, like, into myself too. Not really into myself, I shouldn't say that. I was too kind of like not looking for people to notice that. So we're playing Truth or Dare, and long story short, I get there to date this chick for like 2 weeks, right? Now this 2-week time frame fell on a time frame in which I was actually going to go, like literally the next day I was going to go on a date with this other girl. Now I'm a good guy, alright? Like, I don't care if I'm dating somebody for like a day or like a week. If I'm dating you, I'm dating you, right? And I felt wrong that I was gonna go on this date with this other person that I like more after I just committed to this time. And that was stupid to me. Now that I look back on it, like I was dumb. I should have said no, because the other person was way a lot more amazing. Next morning, I had to text this girl that I've been like doing all this work for, that I couldn't freaking hang out with her for a sec. I couldn't oblige my, couldn't stay true to my little rule that I was gonna take her out on this date. And it made things worse that I told her that I did all these things. Like I got the microscope, I got the slide, we're gonna go to this park, we're gonna walk around, because she doesn't really like to go outside. We're gonna walk around, I got her to walk around, and then we're gonna take all this stuff back to the crib, and I was gonna cook, and we're gonna look at the stuff underneath the microscope. Dream date right there. I'm a professional, right? So, sorry, I had to do something. My buddies knew this new chick as, why is this not working? Right? You see this? As the fake girlfriend, that's what I called her. Like, because I wasn't really dating her, and I didn't go out of my way to date her. And there's actually a funny story. Actually, I'll tell you right now. I actually forgot her name. She had this really interesting name, right? So I actually forgot her name for a bit. And me and my buddy went to go see a movie. I want to say it was probably like a Lord of the Rings movie. I don't remember what movie it was. But me and my best bud, John, were at the movies, and we're hanging out with this chick. It's John, her, me, right? We're sitting there, we're trying to figure this out, and I'm like, man, I forgot her name. So I pull up my phone, and I text John, and I'm like, John, ask her name, I forgot. John, he like gets this text, he like looks over at me like one of the most, like, what the fuck moments, and he's like, looks at the girl, he's like, hey, sorry, I just met you, what's your name? And she says her name, and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, she's da-da-da. And he's like, this giving me look like, really? It was, I forgot her name. So yeah, that's how that happened. So, I am only dating this chick for like 2 weeks or so, and yeah, that didn't work out. But lesson to be learned, if you're gonna date somebody and you go all this way out of your way to like set up these magical dates, that's what I call them. I was calling them magical dates. I was like pulling a Disney or something. Didn't date them. Date this person. I'm 27, and I'm still like very shy about going to approach people. But it's funny because once I approach them, as soon as I get talking to them, I'm one of the people that can just keep a conversation going forever. And I know a lot of different subjects, and I'm well versed in different subjects. And if I don't know, then I'll actually shut up for a little bit and let you teach me something, because I'm a Gemini. I like to learn, feed my curiosity about something I don't know. But yeah, that's that, man. I'm trying to set up this lights. You gotta give me a second. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. I had to mess with this light. I'm sorry. I had to take a break for that. But yeah, that's my new lighting setup. Yeah, I have to move these real quick. Good. It's good. It looks good. I got a lot of light. Where's this? This is me. I'm like, where's this coming from? Is there? Aha! Now I just need a light coming from this way, and now you got me. Now I got this cool green screen set up. Looks nice, doesn't it? Right? I'm off far enough for the back, so you know it's like it's a good distance away from the back. Actually, if you're setting up these green screens, this is how far you want to be, so that way you actually pop off this thing. I could stand right here, but as you can see, there's a shadow. I think if I put like an LED light hitting me forward, it'd actually get rid of that. But Bree's not doing all that right now. All right, so to wrap up my story. Fake girlfriend, dated for 2 weeks. That was interestingly weird, but I did it. It's an experience. You know, I was there. I had it. Other girl never actually did it, but me and her actually still really good friends to this day. She's awesome. She's still very funny, very, very smart. And to sum it all up, I am still a hopeless romantic. So, ladies, if you're out there, if you want to go on a magical date, you let me know. You know, hit me up. Leave a comment down below. I'll see what I can do for you. Unfortunately, I have to be in the Orlando area. I'm not a traveler. I don't do long drives. You know, that's a story for like way another time. But in the meantime, hope you guys like this. Just at least got a laugh out of it. Like I said, I'm trying to be more genuine with my show, and you actually get to see me set it up from the get-go. These lights are like hella hot. Like, oh man, they're halogen light bulbs. So I should know this. So I gotta figure that out. But as always, you guys stay nerdy. Thanks for the view, and I'll see you guys later.